So, good good day wherever you are in the beautiful world, and welcome. If you are not already familiar with me, I am Danielle Brisk of Be Well with Danielle, and I'm glad you are joining me today. I'm so glad you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Going to present a very powerful and simple practice that if you take it to heart and really practice it on a regular basis, it can literally be life-changing. It will be life-changing. So, what is this? What am I talking about? You ready? Are you ready for something life-changing? Are you ready to change your life? Are you? Is there some, maybe things are going pretty fine, pretty good. I don't know. Maybe for you, things are like, okay, I got this. Like, uh, I got what I want in life, but maybe you're still not feeling satisfied. Maybe there's something inside that's still kind of nudging you kind of for more, for something different, or maybe something on the outside just does not feel congruent with what you know is possible inside, right? That's so common. We're like, we have these bigger visions, these dreams, these hopes, all these things that we know we want to accomplish, that we can accomplish, that our heart desire is pulling us towards, right? Believe me, that's been me for a long time. I get it. And so how do we manifest it? How do we move into a reality that we can't even quite see, that feels so far from our current physical reality and even our mental reality? We want something we want to feel peaceful, and yet we feel stressed. We want to feel happy, and yet we feel angry, sad, whatever it may be. So it doesn't matter whether it's on the inside or outside. It's really all one. So, all right. So how do we get there? Now, there's not a magic bullet. It's not like, okay, do this one thing and boom. No. So actually, what I've done is I've created a program, a way of working with people, whether it's in an individual session to start out with, be like, maybe that's all you need to just kind of get the wheels in the right direction. So if you want to start with a balance for abundance, that's what we call it, a balance for abundance session. Kind of get you right, so you're aligned to your abundance, right? What's possible for you, what's waiting for you, what you're yearning for. Okay. And for those who want a little bit more of a deep dive to really kind of get all the pieces together, or more of the pieces together, should I say, then there's the empower your abundance. Okay. So you can work with me for a month, for a month solid, with a lot of deep dives, one-on-ones, as well as some group work, some back and forth, so I can really support you in empowering your abundance and really getting in alignment, or focusing on maybe that one aspect of your life that feels out of alignment. Okay. Maybe other parts feel like, okay, I'm going strong, I got this, and yet this one area is lacking. This one area is falling behind, or I've been sacrificing, let's say, my health in order to develop my business. Okay. Does that feel like you? I've been focusing so much on helping other people, whether it's in my family, in my clients, or my business, whatever it is, people on the outside just saying yes, yes, yes to all these other things. And yet, what about me? If you've been sacrificing yourself, your self-care, your self-love, your time, your health, maybe your weight suffered and your health has been suffering, or you're afraid that you're going down that path that's really going to cause some trouble with your health. Okay. There's some red flags coming up, and you're like, okay, there needs to be change, but you're like, you don't know how to turn that boat around. There's too much momentum in one direction, and you're like, yeah, you know, what do I do? Where do I go from here? Right. So if right, turn that boat around. If that's you, if you can relate to that, if you're like, there's like something that's off in your life and you feel like you need to go in a different direction, but you really don't know how. You don't know how. And maybe a part of you even feels afraid that you can't. Is that a deeper story? Does that feel, maybe that relates to you, maybe it doesn't. But oftentimes when we don't know how, it's really because there's a part of us that feels like we can't. Right? I can, right? I can in the notes. But how does all the part of you believe that? Some part of you can believe that. You can just tell yourself that in your head. But if we don't work it into our subconscious, if we don't work it into our behaviors and start changing our behaviors to align and our life, not only our behaviors, our relationships, our life, our environment. You can go on, and our food habits, right? Our health, our movement, right? So when all these things are aligned to to our abundance, to our peace, to okay. You hear my little background, but yeah. So that's my. All right. Well, let me continue. Anyways, so. All right, got a little distracted here for a second. Let me get back on track because my mom is taking my little one out, so I can do this. So I can be here with you, but yeah, she's not always aligned to our wishes, as little ones are wont to be, at times tend to be. So we got to help them, just like. But you know what? That's a good metaphor. It's funny because our bodies are like our little ones. Did you know that? Have you ever thought of your body and also your emotions, your mind? They're just like little children that are like need to be trained, need to be, disciplined, but also need to be loved, because children don't need discipline all the time, hardly as much as we think they do. That's my 2 cents on that. Mostly they need love, attention, care, some conscious attention and guidance. Yes, guidance. But discipline, yeah, maybe. But when someone's loved, when our body feels loved, and be like, it's discipline because it's setting boundaries, saying, no, you're not going to have that 10th snack. Or in fact, maybe even not one today. I don't need it. Same thing with the child. No, you actually don't need it. This is not going to help you. This is not going to help you today or in the long run. In fact, maybe it'll make you feel better for this one moment, but in 2 minutes from now, you may start having, a bellyache, or maybe, your mind will be kind of too hyperactive, and it's not going to help you. It's not going to help anybody. It's not going to help you feel better. So can you talk to yourself lovingly like that also? Just like you would try to explain it to a child, which honestly, they can take these kind of explanations. So I don't know your style or whatever if you have children, but just like we want something explained, it helps them also when we explain it, why something is the way it is, right? Okay, certain, this is a whole nother topic, but, with certain foods, this is something that I learned with the Dr. Sears health coaching program that I did. And he focused on how to talk to children also, but it's the same thing with us. There's certain foods that are grow foods. Oftentimes the green foods, go, happy foods that actually help our body be the best it can be, right? Grow fast foods, make us feel fast and loving foods, right? Versus the slow, versus the stop food that make us feel sluggish, right? So when you put it like that, and we want to associate, or we tend to associate sugary foods with the happy foods, the go foods, right? But that's not the case. If you look at it in reality, is that really the case? Are those sugary foods really helping you? Are they? I beg to differ. Look at it. Look at it in reality. Are they really helping you? They're not helping your body inside on a cellular level. They are not. The reality is they are not. Are they helping your mind? No. The reality is they're not. We associate the association with them, with celebration, with happiness, with taking care of ourselves, is really strong in our societies. It's really strong and really hard to get over that. But when and if we do, if and when we do, especially with help. Now, this is not something you necessarily want to do alone. You want to get help. You want to get help with this, because how are you going to get over a food addiction as strong as that, which is both mental, emotional, and physical? Yes, it's on all levels. You know it on a physical, on a mental level. You know, you're trying to make a different decision, then you're like, no, I'm just gonna get it anyways, right? It is tough. It is tough to get over these food addictions, these whatever addictions it may be, emotion addictions, relationship addictions. That is really tough. These patterns that we're used to having in our life that are really not serving us. I really think we can't do it alone. We need some outside force, whether it's in tapping. I was just tapping my head a little bit, because that's something that you can use. Actually, tapping is a really powerful tool, and I have something that I teach people that I work with. And I was explaining, so people, your abundance, and I'm so excited to be moving into this, and it's abundance in your health and in your relationships, in your physical environment, in your business, whatever it may be. If you're helping other people, and you're in a health and wellness industry as well, or any industry for that matter, but especially in the health and wellness industry, where you're also holding space for other people, then you need time to be able to hold space and to build yourself up. Right? Right? So let's take the time to do that, so you have a stronger and higher foundation that you're starting from. That sound good? It's a stronger foundation that you can raise other people up even more and make some more abundance financially at the same time. But you'll have even more impact on people that you're working with by coming and starting from a stronger foundation, by being more in line with your integrity, your well-being. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So if something's off in your life, then how are you also going to be able to help other people overcome that? Not as much. Not really, right? The integrity is not going to be there. The alignment's not going to be there. But when you're also working on that area in your life, then, oh my God, can you help other people grow? Yes. Yes, so much. And it does not have to be solved. It does not have to be perfect. None of us are perfect. None of us. That's not the point. I'm still working on every part of my life. Believe me. I'm working on it. That's the key. I am actively working on every part of my life. Yes. So now I can apply the tools that I'm using in myself and pour them into you. And it's powerful. It's powerful when we get to do that. So I implore you to also take that extra time to get your life in alignment, get your life in balance, because it is well worth it. Well worth it. A little shout out, if you're on Instagram, connect with me on there, also under Be Well with Danielle. And I put out some funny reels, as they're called, that speak to this. Well, some funny and some inspiring. I hope they're inspiring. So, yes, on this topic just last week. So, all right. So with all that being said, let us dive in. Are you ready to dive in to a meditation, a guided visualization? So, thank you again for joining me here. And again, if you're not familiar with me, I am Danielle Brisk with Be Well with Danielle, and I'm going to guide you on a guided visualization exercise, on a powerful visualization exercise to help you envision the future self that you want. So again, this can be a much larger discussion, and that's why I really implore you that if you're really looking to make serious change, then you're going to want to reach out to a transformational coach like myself who can help guide you through this process individually or get more details on this. This is really just an introduction, but it is a great starting point or a great tool to add to your tool belt, okay, of transformation and powerful change. So, all right. So it's simply could be called, actually, it's from Jose Silva, and the Silva method is what it's inspired from. And so if you're joining me, let me know in the live or the replay. And with noise, but stick with me, get comfortable, because we are going to dive in to this visualization practice. Have you practiced visualization before? Yes. Is that something you practice regularly or just dabbled in, or this is completely new to you? So, right, new, a little bit, or, daily, or what, how much do you practice visualization or meditation, but specifically visualization? Okay. That's what I'm curious about right now. Now, we all have something in our life that we want, unless you've really, really worked on every part of your life. But if there's still some part of your life that feels off balance, that doesn't feel in alignment with the way you want it to be, think of that part, that aspect now. How is it currently? What's something that you can do to change it? Now that's an interesting topic in itself, because it can be something that you're actually doing, and it can also be something symbolic. Yes, it can be something symbolic. Our minds are powerful. Our minds are powerful. Do you get me? Until you really harness the power of the mind to its potential, you have no idea how powerful it is. Believe me, I'm only just barely scratching the surface, but I know that is true. So, and the more relaxed that we are, the more calm our mind is, then the more powerful it is. Can you believe that? So here's the thing. A lot of people are doing these like affirmations and maybe even visualizations while they're in flight or fight mode. Is that going to work while their mind's racing? Is that going to help you? No. It's maybe to a very small extent, yes. But really, is it going to transform something? Most likely not. When our mind gets into that relaxation state, a beta state of our brainwaves in our mind, that's when the power really gets amped up. And then even more so as we get even more relaxed and our brainwaves slow down even more, then it gets amplified even more. The power of the vision, the power of the thoughts. Watch out. So how do you get into relaxation state? That's a good question. That's also what I help people with. Okay. So you need something, an issue that's a problem for you to start with. a solution. And again, it can be a symbolic solution, simply sitting out in the sun, feeling the energy of the healing energy, or lying on the earth, feeling the healing energy of the earth and the sun penetrating your body and your life. That's also that is a powerful solution right there, right? It can be something practical that you're doing, whatever it is, some solution, really simple, really simple, taking action steps. And then the end result, what do you want this area of your life, this picture, to look like, feel like? At least 3 emotions that go along with the vision and this dream, this the way you want it to be. What are 3 emotions to go with it? Because you, more than just in our mind seeing it, we need to feel it into reality. That's the trick, feeling it. Affirmations and visualizations work when we feel them. Does that make sense? It's not going to work when we're just saying it in our minds, and then underneath it, we hear the subconscious or the, kind of critical voice saying, yeah, but you don't really deserve that. Yeah, but that's not really going to happen. No, the critical voice is only there when we're in fight or flight mode, actually. When we go back into relaxation mode, then that critical voice actually dissipates. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever experienced that? It's powerful. Simply by, we don't have to fight it. In other words, we don't have to fight those critical voices. Simply by moving into relaxation mode, that's when that's when the magic happens on all levels, physically, emotionally, mentally. Okay? So, it's going to be 3 scenes. There's 3 scenes I just guided you through. So, a mini version. Here we go. So, get comfortable. Feel your feet. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your body against the chair, against whatever you're sitting on or lying on. Feel the connection with the earth. And then focus your attention above at the crown of your head. Feel as if there's a string pulling up at the crown of your head and slightly tugging you upward and outward, so that you're bringing your attention both up out of your body and outward, opening up your perception and your awareness to the higher energies. Taking some deep relaxation, cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth to begin with. Sigh it out. Continue to focus on your breath. Let's take a moment. We're going to take a minute to just sit with our breath. Taking the 1-minute vacation, turning inward. Feeling the air moving in and out of our body, nice and gently. Breathing in and out through the nose. Using the belly, the diaphragm to push the air in, pull the air in, and then squeezing the belly as we exhale, pushing the air out. Now, with your eyes closed, your body relaxed, start by envisioning and bringing up a picture of the issue that's going on, that you're focusing on right now, the situation that you want changed. Just notice whatever pain, whatever suffering, discomfort you might be feeling in this situation. Feel it. Feel it in your body, in your mind. Feel the pain that it brings you, uneasiness. Take a deep breath and blow it out. Let that go. Then the vision, just like a movie screen, slides to the left, and you bring up a new picture. A picture of a solution. And again, it can be a symbolic solution. Something you're actively doing to solve this issue, this problem of your life, in your life. Feel gratitude, inspiration, hope, joy that this is being solved, resolved, coming to terms with. The solution is here. How does that feel? Feel that in your body and your mind. You can sit with this also for a few minutes. And taking a deep breath in. Oh, let that out. Beautiful. Good. And now again, the scene shifts to the left and a new picture comes up. This is the vision, the image of the way that you want this part of your life to be. In fact, all of your life flows easily and freely at this point. How does that feel? What does that look like? Bring at least 2 other people into this vision who are also benefiting from this solution, from this harmony that's been created, this abundance of joy and peace and love, healing. See you all together, being raised up, feeling inspired and free and joyful in your life. Feel that in your body and in your mind. Embrace it. See as many details as you can, as can come to you. See it as vividly as you can. What colors you see. What imagery. What are people saying to each other? What does it feel and sound like? And you would take some minutes to soak in this vision, to soak in these feelings, and conjure them up as vividly, as strongly as you can. And when you feel that click, that you got it, take a deep breath in. Let it go and release it. Take some more deep cleansing breaths. and stay in this place as long as you'd like. Write it down, do some journaling, some writing about what you saw, what's coming to you, the inspirations, what you've learned, and share with me as well. I'd love to hear what your experience was. So, blessings again on your day, on your life, on your transformation. So, learn well, grow well, live well. And again, I'm Danielle Brisk of Be Well with Danielle, and I do look forward to working with you more closely if that feels in alignment with you and your transformation goals. So, thank you again for taking your time, and I do hope that this is deeply impactful for you. Take another deep breath in and out. Namaste. Until next time.